It's September 5th. Welcome back to the Truth Wizard. I appreciate all of your comments and support. Really warms the black little heart. Not to sound cringe, but you mean everything. This community and just getting a comment saying how much they appreciate this content and are grateful for our friendship. How many can say that? So many have their walls up. Protective measures, really defensive mechanisms lie at the root cause of mental illness to back up the story that you are special and invincible. Okay, on with the lecturing. I have a few notable nuggets to share with you, not to sound like a cliche. The lighting is strange, cloudy, and how descriptive. I am not an encyclopedia of knowledge like some others in this space, notably Panopticon at Climate and Economy, seems to know just every little tidbit about government transactions and international exchanges with businesses regarding energy, because that's what this is all about, an energy problem. And I just synthesize the information. I take all that is available here in America, using up the resources, and I'll stop with the accent, and put together what you need to know. Just get to the point, right? And I was correctly corrected in my video call with another realist who has a book out. I guess we should all check out at this point, being preppers and survivalists. Some of you don't even know how to find water or cook your own food to a suitable temperature. There's so much to learn on my end. I'm not bragging, okay? Really. I'm an amateur prepper. I can live a couple weeks, maybe a couple months if a black swan event happened. But I was updated that in the future, it'll be more like 90% of the world is underwater and on fire, and the other 10% is just scrapping what they can, maybe not, with the assistance of AI, which is in a bubble right now, eliminating jobs, a slow-moving catastrophe, tying into one subject and another. ConocoWilliams, Sunoco oil refinery in South Texas is laid off a quarter of its workforce to restructure, as these companies call it, whatever words they want to use, corporate bullshit jargon, circle around the subject. I appreciate you guys here catching all my baffled words. And that's going to be horrific. It's going to be a hellscape nightmare Mad Max world by 2040 and after. What you can take away from this, as Professor Zhu Jing said in his high school class, I mean, he's talking to high school about collapse and end of civilization type shit. What kind of class is this? Why didn't I get this? Just kidding. I was in a school in North Texas which taught me that the Alamo in Texas revolution was a good thing, killing all the brown people and Indians, getting them out. We cannot withstand multiple overlapping and concurrent shocks happening in constant motion, right? We barely survived COVID in terms of global cooperation. In fact, there was none. The sun is gleaming in my eyes. Bear with me. Now imagine we have two different viruses circulating around, whether or not they were planned. Maybe one of them came from permafrost in the Arctic, and the other one came out of a lab with monkeys. Because monkeys. And then a dumb fuck in office who you have to be truly traumatized to really follow his bullshit. I think he's really stupid. He just imposed 15% tariffs on Japanese cars for no fucking reason. He just met with the president. He's a con artist. Maybe he decides to launch a war on Venezuela for drug cartels for no fucking reason, because he's actually doing that right now. And then they fire back a nuke that they somehow got. Plagues, droughts, extreme weather, wars, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse all happen in a few years, a few weeks. Just use a time frame. We can't withstand shocks like this. Is that clicking? I swear, daily I hear stupid shit. Today was, how many ice ages have we been through?
You look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. Most of these people are not ready to be unplugged.
Look, I know that they are finding human remains in like South America, don't quote me on this, or somewhere in Alaska that were like 2 million years old. I get all these, Science Alert news articles. I don't read them all, I just read the headlines. That would take a whole nother job, and I have to maintain my own quality of life. Just stupid shit. I told them correctly, we're in our 6th mass extinction right now. Our habitat cannot withstand rapid environmental change, which is occurring right now, leading to the co-extinction of all life on Earth. Does that register? I know I attract a lot of crazies because it requires visionary thinking. It's outside the box. Like I said, if you're neurodivergent, you are blessed and cursed. Make it work for you. At least you're not crammed in a train with 40 other Indians with 10 feet of square foot space with no air condition, right? Aren't you grateful? You're not in southern France selling all your possessions just because, the economy's about to take a downturn, like here in the States where electrical costs are rising to the cost of housing, groceries up, electricity up. You can barely live. I am so fortunate that I took this information to heart and I started making a move. I started making proactive action to put myself in a place that I can withstand multiple shocks, external shocks to global civilization. That's the takeaway. And so yes, I do moderate the comments on this channel. If something is manipulative, passive-aggressive, quizzing me, condescending, no, you don't have authority. You aren't entitled to talk to people however you want. It's not acceptable. So thank you for tuning into the Truth Wizard. My views have dropped now to friends and family numbers. Maybe people are just tired of me. I'm committed to telling the truth and keeping up to date on the news, but because as much as I try to remain asleep, I have a burning desire to know how my future goes. I don't know with certainty. No one has all the right predictors of how the Jenga pieces will fall. Clearly, this is just an over-under betting climate casino situation. Look at these factors, use science, deduce reasoning. Why is this happening? Where does the trend lead? Why did I see multiple, at least a dozen military vehicles on the way here to this park? Huh? Something about a New York City invasion takeover? I don't know. Conduct a that's my hypothesis, right? Is it far-fetched? Is it maybe a logical fallacy, expecting A to mean B? No, it's just a guess, just a hunch. I'm not crazy serious about it. I'm not saying the end of the world will happen on this date. Just using reasoning skills, common sense, real-world observations. There is no proven and reliable way safely to extract carbon literally from the air, particles, and put it, like my hand motions, literally to show you how stupid people think, how stupid this is, and put it in the ground. Now, like right now, not start wars with Venezuela, team up with the axis of evil, Putin, Xi, and North Korea. Kim Jong said it had Xi's full united support, wants the dominant narrative of China communism to keep going. No. And no. We're cooked. I'll say it 2 more times. We're cooked. We're cooked. So live like it, like you've been given a terminal diagnosis. We are in a lethal situation. That's what this producer said of knowledge, whatever. We're in a lethal terminal diagnosis situation. Would you even want to live in this post-apocalyptic world and tribes finding USB power banks just to get your water purifier to work and, constantly like being hunted down by marauders? And yeah, maybe I'm taking the road warrior route, get an AR, just scavenge, Mad Max type shit. Fine, because I can't rely on anyone right now with visionary intelligence to band together and still maintain their survival right now by paying bills and saving for a future, their families. You know, everybody's tied up with something, and just to support yourself. I'm just painting the picture to you. We are fragile as we ever have been. The world was not ever a friendly and welcoming place, but now it is a new form of hell, and that's apparent by mental illness rates, psychiatric disorders, a population who does not even believe in its own survival. I mean, even normies are getting it now, that we're in a lethal situation. Excuse the millennial pauses. I'm running out of steam. I still need to put a workout in and program my ham radio. I'm healthy and well. Maybe I'm a super ager. I would say watch your calories, avoid sugar, moderately drink because you still want to have fun. Maybe once a week, even that is bad for you. Keep yourselves alive and well, doomers. I wish I could snap my fingers and give you a recipe like a grifter and tell you the exact steps to enlightenment, to personal freedom. You know, whether that requires money or... I think it's the truth. I think the truth is freedom. And constantly reanalyzing your results. So no more quizzing me, giving unsolicited advice that I should have chickens. I can't, because I don't have off-grid heat to keep them warm. Maybe rabbits, but that's a big if. Condescending, manipulative bullshit. What do I need to prove to you? Or your entitlement and your special authority is just so fucking large. You can't even, it's all a defense, a wall. Yeah, keep it real, doomers. Watch out. Be safe.